right now. Gotham, episode 19. Barbara. Whoa. Damn, who's that? Go, Barbara, baby. Yeah. That's my girl. Oh. Dang, they got... Who? What?
You didn't sense our approach? No, you're ninjas. The demon's head gives its bearer power to see past, present, future as one. You should have anticipated our attack.
Whoa. The Rise.
You're gonna bring him back? You can't do this.
The Rise.
He wanted me to kill him.
And now we need him alive.
Uh-oh. Hey! Woo! They got him. Dang. Look, look. The Rise. Oh, man. That's cool. Uh-oh, the Rise. Woo!
Kind of defeats the purpose if I can hear you.
Oh.
Now give me your hand, or I'll kill you and take the demon's head by force.
Try it, zombie boy.
Damn. Woo! The Rise. The Rise. Oh, man. Man, who's driving? Oh. Bruce.
Can't argue with that.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
It had to have been Ed.
to me, that sounds like me. That's
I love how the egos are torturing each other. It's even hard to explain.
Now,
It's so cool.
lightly. But thank you for saying that.
It's not gonna work.
She must do this by herself.
Knew it wasn't gonna work. He already interfered. Whoa! Does she still have the demon's head? Or she needs the Lazarus water? She needs the Lazarus water. Or is she going to use... Oh, she would... Oh, that's real.
This is Barbara's fight.
She used it. She used it.
Well, now, look at you.
Yeah, look at me. You want to give it another shot? She's mastered the demon's head. Wow. I can see why he likes this thing.
That's
she has to choose. That's part of the test. That's part of the test.
I can't give this up.
It's part of the test. Yeah, damn, I knew it. Whoa. That's part of the test. And that's what it takes to hold the demon's head. She went back and changed.
That's enough. Choose. Now.
She can't.
You win.
Oh, wow.
Just don't hurt her.
He's not going to take it from her.
Give me the knife, Fresh. Let me kill you.
Let me kill you.
Today is not the day that I die.
Oh. And he's gone. And so is the League. Oh, but the girls are still there.
Changed. I do. I know that virus woke up something deep inside you. And you let that something loose when you shot Sophia. And you love it.
She smiled.
And I love it too. And I know that you don't feel the same way about me. But you will. And when you do, I will be here.
Enigma, you are a riddle.
That's the nicest thing someone said to me.
That's Jim.
You trust me?
I do. Go.
Is that a Jim?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh! Whoa.
I only want to talk. Alone, please. I do like you. Respect you. Respect you for what you've become.
You have no idea what I'll become.
Of course I do. At least, who you could become.
Why are you here?
I felt I owed you an explanation as to why I chose to live. When I took back the demon's head, I saw a vision of a cataclysmic event soon to befall this city. What event? A cleansing fire that will destroy, purify, create you, Bruce. Because I will use it as a mighty forge,
Uh-oh.
molding you into a dark night of Gotham. If it doesn't kill you now,
Wow. Wow, guys. Really, really good episode. Really enjoyed that episode, guys. So lots to get into with this particular episode. Obviously, we have Ra's al Ghul entering back into the fold. He has been brought back to life by the blood of Bruce. And he has taken back the demon's head from Barbara. So really, really interesting episode. Just gonna dive right into it here, right after watching the episode right here, guys. So on one of my last videos, there were comments in regards to the League of Shadows and how it's been split apart, and you have the women's faction and you have the men's faction. And I think there's some fans who probably aren't appreciative of that particular storyline that Gotham is running with here. I'm gonna say that I kind of enjoy it. I will say I understand the hardcore fans' opposition to it, but I think it works for what they're building here. I like the fact that Barbara's going to be able to keep her portion of the League of Shadows, the women's faction part of it. And I think because it gives her power and it gives the ladies power, it backs up their power as one of the leading factions in the city. Then you have the Penguin and Solomon Grundy and their potential as one of the leaders of the city. And then I really, really, really am enjoying the Riddler and Dr. Lee. Absolutely outstanding story arc with those particular two, and this budding romance that's starting to happen between the two. I'm really enjoying it, and I'm also enjoying the back and forth between Ed Nygma and the Riddler. The taunting has been reversed now, and it is now Ed who is taunting Nygma, but now Nygma kind of sees some value in Lee from the perspective of the virus that she had, and the moment that when she killed Sophia, and how she enjoyed it, and Lee even kind of smiled when he mentioned that. So there could be a very, very cool dynamic there. Maybe somehow the virus kind of takes over and Lee becomes a little more devious and not so much, because at this point she's kind of like the Robin Hood of the Narrows. You know, she steals from the rich to give back to the poor. But perhaps she will now become a bit more devious. She's obviously taken the fall for this particular robbery in place of Nygma, and is trusting Nygma to take the money back to the Narrows and do God knows what Nygma's going to do with that money, or the Riddler, I should say. And what's really, really cool, it's hard to know when it's Ed and it's Nygma, but it looks like we're getting a little bit of both mixed in together, which I think is really, really cool. So I'm really enjoying what they're doing with the Riddler, aka Nygma, and this budding romance that's going on between him and Lee, and the faction that they're forming together to go up against the Penguin and possibly the Sirens as well. So obviously we have Ra's al Ghul, who has now come back to life, and obviously is going to be a major factor in the in what happens going forward with Gotham. And he's intent on helping Bruce become who he needs to be. And I think what's really, really interesting is that Selina is right there to kind of see it all unfold. So, I mean, we've always known that Selina has always kind of known that Bruce was Batman, but now we're kind of getting to see some intimate moments on how that developed. And you know, she's right there during one of the most crucial growth moments in Bruce's transformation from Bruce Wayne to Batman, with the fact that now she is fully aware of Ra's al Ghul, and what maybe has some indication of what his intentions are in regards to Bruce. So really, really good episode. I really, really enjoyed this episode. I was really expecting a slower episode after all of that we got with Jerome, but obviously with the story arc that they build here with Ra's al Ghul, and they've kind of played it opposite of the story arc with Jerome. So we've come off of one very good, exciting story arc and bounced right back into another with this particular episode. So you really have to give the writers credit for what they're doing with this particular series. I mean, I would venture to say that there's not really an uninteresting story arc that is currently going on with Gotham right now. I think all of the characters are in a very good and interesting place in their building of each one of these characters. And again, you just have to give the producers and writers of Gotham kudos for what they're doing. So I don't know if they've been renewed for a fifth season. Hopefully they have been renewed for a fifth season, but we will see if that is the case. But I can tell you guys, if you are not watching Gotham, at this moment, you are missing probably one of the best written stories in TV that's going on TV right now, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and score this episode, guys, and I'm going to go ahead and score this episode a 9.0. Absolutely wonderful, wonderful episode. I love what they're doing with Bruce. I love what they're doing with Ra's al Ghul. I love what they're doing with Barbara. Absolutely love what they're doing with the Riddler and Dr. Lee. That is just, I mean, if you would have told me that Riddler and the Riddler story arc and Dr. Lee story arc would be as interesting as it is at this particular point a couple of episodes ago, I would have disagreed with you. But I really, really like what they're doing with these two characters and how they're putting them together. And we haven't even entered Jim Gordon's feelings about this particular situation with Dr. Lee and the Riddler, aka Nigma. I'm sure that's to come. I'm sure in the next episode that we get, that we're going to get a interrogation by Jim that's going to involve whatever is going on with the Riddler and Dr. Lee, and I'm sure some feelings are going to get involved with that, and really is going to push that story arc even further. So again, really good job that the writers are doing here with this particular series, guys. So guys, let me know what you thought about this episode. Did you enjoy this episode? Do you like what they're doing with the Riddler? And as I mentioned, I don't believe that there is a boring story arc that is going on in Gotham at this particular moment. But let me know if you think there is a particular story arc that's not quite hitting the right notes for you. Put those comments down below. Oh, and then also, getting back to this, the different factions of the League of Shadows and what Gotham has done here with the League of Shadows. Now, I know for those hardcore fans, there some fans, I saw some comments on one of my last videos. They weren't too happy with what's going on with the League of Shadows in regards to the ladies versus men. I think it is interesting. I will say I do like it. I want to see where they're going to go with it. I do see where they can go with it. I like the fact that they're giving Barbara some backup with this League of Shadows that's going to make her a very, very strong force within the city. And I really, really like that for Barbara. So I am for the different factions of the League of Shadows. But we'll see what happens with Ra's al Ghul. He still has the guys on his side. He has his power back. So we'll see what he will do and what he has in store, not only for Gotham, but for Bruce, guys. So let me know what you thought of this episode. Let me know what you think of the League of Shadows. Let me know what you think about any of the story arcs. Are you liking all of them, or is there a story arc that you're not too much in favor of? Guys, put those comments down below. Please like and subscribe. And of course, guys, I will see you on the next reaction of Gotham.